baby?
Yeah, so apparently Plankton from SpongeBob SquarePants has a kid now. He's a father. I don't know what it is about these new seasons and episodes of SpongeBob that keep coming out, but it seems like each new episode keeps one-upping the other one, with crazy things that are just totally insane that we wouldn't really have seen in the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants. One of the things that we're going to be reviewing in this episode is Karen's baby, apparently. Plankton and Karen had a child. What in the world?
I'm just a little distracted, waiting for our baby to be delivered.
The episode starts off with their usual shenanigans. However, Karen shows us that she is expecting. This episode turned pretty serious pretty fast, because having a kid is not a joke or a laughing matter. Well, it could be laughing depending on context. But of course, Plankton freaks out, and rightfully so. He didn't expect that at all.
It's too late to stop it now. It's been 9 months and the baby is no longer on back order.
Wow, I'm really impressed here. Not impressed at what she did, but impressed that she uses Amazon. Wow, showing up on SpongeBob? This is not edited, but this is actually real. This showed up on Nickelodeon. What is Nickelodeon doing at this point, guys? Of course, this isn't really Amazon, but guys, let's be honest, come on. So she ordered a baby online, and of course, Plankton tries to fight that thing off subconsciously because ain't nobody want to be paying Bikini Bottom, Krusty Krab, Chum Bucket, child support. We know the Chum Bucket is pretty much a failure in this cartoon. He's failed multiple times. That's why he always tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula, because of his jealousy of Mr. Krabs. Soon we're going to find out the real reason why Plankton doesn't want to have a kid, and trust me guys, it's totally ridiculous. That's why this episode is just...
Oh, Planky.
The kid is finally revealed to Plankton and Karen, and I'm happy for Karen. However, Plankton doesn't seem too amused. Now, I'm not angry at Plankton. However, some of the things he does in this episode is what landed the title of this video, and you're gonna see exactly what I mean. But yes, she has a kid now. How did Plankton even do that with Karen? Okay, this is PG, let me stop.
You want to know the name?
Not really.
It's Chip. He's named after my grandfather. Oh.
Comedy in SpongeBob has definitely been on the decline. It's not that funny. These jokes are just kind of slapped in there. Again, I get what they're trying to do with the humor. I didn't laugh at this at all. It wasn't that funny. Maybe it wasn't even meant to be funny and I'm just picking at something here. But obviously there's going to be a lot of puns in this episode, so I don't know why I'm really harping on this too much. But Plankton just seems unimpressed with the kid. I mean, he's literally right behind him. He's not even looking at his own kid. I get that they ordered the kid on Amazon, but still, it's his property. Yes, I said property.
Hello.
Didn't really expect to see SpongeBob in this episode. Seems kind of out of place and just thrown in there just to say, hey, SpongeBob is in this episode. Obviously, the main character of the show should be in most episodes, but in this particular episode, Karen's baby, I feel like SpongeBob is literally out of place here. What is his purpose of being in it? How is he progressing the story? I feel they just threw this in kind of lazily. I'm not saying they're lazy, but it's kind of weird just seeing SpongeBob pop up for like, what, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and just exits. Alright, can someone explain to me how he made such a big dent in the Chum Bucket? Dude, SpongeBob is small as heck. How did he burst through that thing like a Oompa Loompa or like an elephant? He's not the size of that. What kind of animation is this? What happened here, bro? Dude, he just like bursted through the Chum Bucket. I just thought that was kind of funny and like kind of weird, kind of strange. But yes, Karen's baby grows up, Chip.
This is how you do it. This is how it's done.
People say that I'm cringy, but guys, I think Nickelodeon is probably more cringy than me by far. Guys, what in the world is it? I mean, like, I get, like, popular dances, you know, moonwalk is cool, all that stuff is cool, but the singing and, like, the weird walk in the beginning and, like, after the moonwalk, I'm cool with the moonwalk, but everything after that is just kind of weird. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like I'm watching SpongeBob at this point. SpongeBob really never used to be like this. As the story tries to progress, very sloppily, but it kind of moves forward in a way. The kid, Chip, starts to grow up throughout the episode, and Karen accompanies him throughout his journey without the help of Plankton, which we're going to get to soon. But yes, the kid's obviously causing mischief, which is normal. Kids do that. Kids are mischievous by nature, so we get that. It's not a complaint. This is accurate to real world. I get that. Doing things in the machine, going to the arcade, whatever, causing mayhem around Bikini Bottom. I get that. Nothing wrong here, but it looks like he literally went in the video game, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool seeing that animation. We're kind of deviating from the usual hand-drawn animation, going to like pixel stuff. So that's cool to see SpongeBob kind of do that. But here is where things get kind of messy. Take a look at this clip.
Running away from home, huh? Cool. Why don't you come hang with me and my buddies?
It seems that Chip grew up and he wanted to run away from home. This is where the episode gets kind of serious, because why would a kid want to run away from home? That's a pretty heavy topic for SpongeBob, alright? So, what drove him to do that? Why would he go, to a back alley, which I suggest you don't talk to people in back alley? Well, come to find out that Plankton was the one who ignored him and treated this kid like garbage the entire time. Now, I thought this was a lighthearted episode, but when I really dug into it, it has some really significant meaning. Okay, guys? He ran away from Karen and Plankton because his own father didn't accept him and made him feel wanted.
Why would my baby run away?
Because I told him to.
Plankton, you are the most despicable human being on the planet. You are a disgusting person, Plankton. I know you're a villain. I get he's a villain. I don't mind villain stuff, but the grin, the smile, I told him to leave, kind of messed up. Again, this is, your kid or whatever, or supposedly, right? Even though you got him off Amazon. This episode is turning into something more serious than we anticipated. Cut back to Plankton's kid, and it's revealed that he might be in a lot of trouble because those guys are actually bad guys who want to steal his parts. They want to steal mechanical parts for whatever evil plan they have. So he's in trouble now, and he's all alone. This is getting pretty messy for him, and he really has no one. I don't think he told anyone where he was going. He just kind of wandered off into the back alley. And Plankton realizes this.
He's in trouble. Don't worry, son. Daddy is coming.
You finally realize that your own flesh and blood is in trouble and you need to help him. Thankfully, you have a conscience and you have some kind of moral responsibility. You have a heart, and thank you for showing us that. You would think the story is going in a positive direction. Yes, Plankton cares, but it's going to be revealed soon that Plankton doesn't give a flip. He doesn't give a Krabby Patty about his kid. And you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. In one of the weirdest, scummiest, I should say, scenes in cartoon history, guys. Let's take a look.
Leave my father alone!
Your first word was father. Wait until I rub this in Karen's face.
Wait until I rub this in Karen's face? Was that the... golly, what is this episode teaching people, guys? What? That's all you got from that, Plankton? That's all you got from that? A heartwarming moment. The kid actually comes around, recognizes you, and all you want to do is brag to Karen and say, hey, did you hear this? I can't wait to brag in her face, with a big smirk on his face. I don't know about you guys, but Plankton's becoming one of the most despised characters, in my opinion, at least with the newer seasons. He never used to be this bad.
I went to college.
One of the only scenes that I really love in this episode is this throwback to the college comment that Plankton always used to make in the older seasons. He always used to talk about, I went to college. That's a little gag for Plankton. So to see this pop back up seasons later, very good, very, very good. That's one of the positive things of this episode. But yes, guys, whoa. Plankton never used to be, he used to be evil. He used to be pretty insane. But, I guess he really didn't even care about his own kid, even near the end of the episode. I get throughout the episode, I get it. It's kind of annoying. It was shocking. How are you going to support him? But Plankton just didn't work out. He just did not care. It's all bragging. He almost kind of turned into Patrick here. You guys know how toxic Patrick Star is in the newer episodes. So he kind of morphed into Patrick here. But it was very interesting to see this in a SpongeBob episode. I don't know. What do you guys think of this episode? Who did the best in this episode? Karen, Plankton, or Plankton's baby? Karen, Plankton, or Plankton's baby? Who was the best in this episode? The person that stood out the most to me was Karen. Karen, although she's a robot, can be kind of boring. In this, she at least showed she was a mother. She showed she cared, and she expressed concern for her, child. So that's going to be my favorite. But guys, type down below who you thought was your favorite. Was it Plankton, Plankton's kid, or Karen? I would say number 2 on my list would probably be Plankton's kid. In the episode against the parents, he still is way higher than Plankton because Plankton didn't even really care about anyone but himself. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click the like button, guys. Please click the like button if you enjoyed this little review, and make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you guys later.